Thank you. Everyone good? Since I saw you last?
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, Roman.
Has everyone had their coffee? Maybe not. Well, that was such a big, fabulous introduction. I feel like we all in the room know who you are. So, yes, I think so. So I was listening to the video that they put up on you, and I found it really interesting that you said that Michael Jordan was one of your role models. And I was wondering why Michael Jordan, and were there no female role models for you?
Oh, well, Michael Jordan, I think, speaks for itself. You know, he's the greatest athlete of all time. Anyone support me in any of that? Yeah. And not just because he won a lot and he has all those championships, but because he put his heart and soul into everything. And when I look for a role model, or the people who inspire me, it's the people who go all in on their goals and dreams. And he did that year after year after year after year. And that's certainly something that I want to do. I've been in the sport for so long, and so I respect that, and I want to be like him. So he was my first role model. That being said, you know, there weren't a lot of female athlete role models when I was growing up, for sure. Mia Hamm, absolutely, is someone who I respect and admire. That came a little bit later in my life. But my first role models are certainly my parents. My mother is about this tall. She's little in our family, but she has the biggest heart, and she is the biggest lioness in the world, you know. And so she is the ultimate role model for me, who's had 8 kids, raised a beautiful family, obviously, joking.
Yes,
has a beautiful
sure,
marriage, I'm just
sure.
joking, has a beautiful marriage, and is a working mommy, and she showed me, you know, what it takes.
Do you think that's where your conviction came from? Because I heard you say that you can withstand anything. And I thought that was such a powerful statement. And I was wondering whether you grew up with that conviction, whether that was something you developed later on.
No, it was bred in me, absolutely. I was born an athlete. I was born a competitor. And if you met my mother, I wish she were here. She's going to Disneyland right now. You'd understand where it comes from. So we have so much faith in our family. I'm a Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I've been through a lot of life and death in my family, and I've chased a lot of dreams and failed a lot and lost a lot, and I think the conviction comes from my faith. I know that there's a bright side to every situation, even if I don't understand it at that moment, and I know that it's bigger than me. Is that something that you learned early on? Yeah, I lost a little brother when I was a little girl, you know, and growing up, I have a million cousins. I'm one of 5. I have a little brother in heaven, and my friends are my family, you know. So yeah, I learned that growing up, and I lost really early on in my life. And you know, it's a gut check when you lose someone you love so much, and that's such a big part of you. And it's, you know, kind of like the Grinch. Your heart starts small, and it gets broken, and then it grows, you know, bigger and bigger. Well, some people it doesn't grow bigger and bigger. Sometimes it breaks, and they don't repair it. So I think yeah, well, that's a choice. Yeah, and that's right. So but it's sad. Extraordinary that you were able to heal, and that you've said that fear and motivation are the biggest. You know, fear and pain are the biggest human motivators. Yeah, rock bottom motivates you. It does. You know? And I've hit that a couple of times, you know, in my life, rock bottom is, you know, it's all different for everyone. But no, I'm motivated to be my best self. And I have an amazing support system, and that's how I get through it. You know, growing up, I always thought strength was being able to handle everything on my own and being able to not ask for help. And as I've gotten older, and certainly since I've become a mother, I realize there's so much strength and there's so much empowerment in asking for help, that it's a gift to my loved ones when I say, hey, can you help me? Let me learn from you. Well, being vulnerable takes great strength. Right? I agree. Yeah, and I think that's one of my messages when I talk to young kids. And, you know, people are so afraid, and so many people hedge their bets because they don't want to get heartbroken, and they don't want to fail in front of people. And it's like, you're going to fail if you don't go all in. You know, prepare yourself to succeed. That's hugely important. But don't be afraid to fail. Michael Jordan missed a majority of his shots. Tiger Woods. You know, so many of the world's greats have failed so often, and everyone's heard it, but that's what makes them great. You know, you can't fear that stuff. That's growth. Right, failure is part of succeeding. More people just need to talk about that. I just lost in China. I won a tournament, and then I got 5th in a tournament, and the loss is going to serve me so much more in this upcoming season because it pissed me off so bad and exposed it's so. It's going to fuel you. Oh yeah, the fire is stoked for sure. But I learned so much. You know, my weaknesses were exposed, which is a gift. Right. And the way I'm handling it, I was bummed and I'm pissed at myself, but I'm pretty fired up and I'm excited for the challenge. And I think mindset in the face of adversity and loss and failure is really important. You know, it's not going to defeat me. I got more in me.
So you are a mother to two children. Three?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How old are your kids?
My boys are Irish twins. They're just under a year apart, Joey and Sundance. They are 3 and 4, about to be 4 and 5. And my little girl is Scout. She just turned 1 on April 6th. So I'm a blessed woman. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's made me so much better at my job.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you, is how has becoming a mother affected your job?
Oh, man. Well, so after Beijing, or for my whole career, I wanted to be a young mommy, and I put it on hold because I was chasing these big dreams. And I hit 30 in Beijing, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I hate my job. I want more. And so I took 2 years off to have my boys, and it just made me appreciate my job, myself, my body, my heart, my life so much more. You know, it became not about me anymore, which, thank God, I was exhausting myself.
Isn't it? Like, I need to change your.
It was so
about
boring.
Me for a long time.
Exactly. Yeah. And they've just brought out the best in me, you know, because they're my little mirrors running around, and I certainly want to be a great role model for my kids in the best ways. I want them to learn from my failures as well, but I aspire to be great for them, and they teach me every day. It's really cute.
But how do you fit in the amount of training that you need? I mean, and be a mother to 3 kids.
Have you seen the bikini I have to fit into? It's little.
Yes, but
sporty and appropriate.
But I also love that you choose to wear that bikini.
I choose. No, I'm proud.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I get a lot of flack, you know, a lot of women think that I'm degrading myself or that, how could you do that? Why would you do that? I'm like, have you ever played on the beaches of Brazil when it's 100 degrees out? You want me to wear sweats or shorts even? I want to be streamlined. I want to kick their butts. Wear a bikini. That's how it was. Yeah. Well, that's how it originated, you know, and my message, and I love that my sport is sexy. It's one of the sexiest sports hands down out there. But that's not what we lead with. You know, we lead with heart and passion and athleticism.
And I think that shows real strength to be able to wear your bikini and own it and not do it for other people's appreciation, but because you like it and that's how you want to play.
Sure, yeah, and you know, I'm a woman. I certainly have my body image issues, you know, but yeah, I appreciate my body so much more. I'm done hating my body. You know, that happened in my teen years, and now I appreciate it. It's giving me beautiful kids and allowing me to chase my dreams. That being said, you know, I care what I look like, and it's scary.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
And also seeing yourself on TV wearing a bikini. I mean,
yeah, you know,
oh my gosh.
Goodness, it's kind of it's easier to see myself in a bikini than to look at that face. So.
Really? You look beautiful.
Well, that's nice, but you know what I'm saying. No,
I mean, all of it's beautiful, but I'm not really
you.
here to focus on how you look, but I did want to just comment on that. But going back to, how do you fit in being a mother to 3 kids and the commitment to the training that you need for your profession?
Yeah, well, the number one thing is that I want it. I want to make things work. I signed up for this. I want to be a working mommy. I want to win gold medals. I want to be the best in the world, the best the world has ever seen. I'm willing to take on the positive, the negative, the challenges. The hugest component to it is my husband. You know, we are a team. We are in this together. He's also chasing gold in Rio as well. He's missed the last 2 Olympics. He was the 3rd team. They only take 2. So we're doing it together. And we feel like we surround ourselves by amazing people, people who hold us accountable, people who challenge us, people who celebrate us. And my team is better than everyone else's team. You know, I got my 3 little kids, and we go all in. So we are really organized. We organize as much as possible and control the chaos, and then we just, you know, keep a smile on our face.
I think what you're talking about is really utilizing both parents as active parents, even though both of you work a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Which is really the key for like being able to have a career and be a parent.
Yeah, and you know, God bless all the single moms out there or dads, and you know, just to make it work. Whatever your situation is, you got to make it work, and that's the bottom line. You know, I'm blessed with an amazing husband who outparents me a lot of the time, you know, and
mine outparents me too.
It's beautiful. Yeah. What a good problem to have.
I know, right?
But yeah, I think who we surround ourselves with is so important, and that's been a huge key to my success.
One of the big criticisms is that women in your profession, and certainly in a lot of industries that involve you being looked at, either physical performance or aesthetic beauty, when you reach a certain age, like you're done. In Hollywood, it's like 30, and then it starts to kind of, the roles start to diminish. But certainly for your industry, you're 35 years old, and it sounds to me like you are just getting started. You've already achieved so much, but I would love to know what else that you really want to achieve out there.
You know, I have nothing to prove.
How nice.
I really feel that way, and I feel like I've worked really hard, and I'm really proud of where I'm at. That being said, I'm not done, and I want to win a gold medal in Rio in a couple years. I want to win, and I'm planning on it. It's on my vision board already.
You have a vision board?
Of course I do.
Oh,
yeah, I know the next year, 5 years, I know what I want to accomplish. I think that's a big part of life. You know, I work a lot with my sports psychologist, and he's like, Kerri, it's great to goal set, but you also have to know, how do you want to live out the journey? Because it's not about the outcome, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, and that's where the growth lies. And it sounds really cheesy when I say it out loud, but it's so important. He's like, Kerri, you need to visualize it, but how do you want it to feel? You know, and so on my vision board, I have, you know, sensory things, and things that are going to help me really live in the experience, so I get the full experience out of it, you know, and full growth. So, I play on the AVP tour. My sport is growing. I want to grow my sport to be the most amazing sport in the world. Not here in America, certainly globally. We have one of the biggest tournaments in all of the world, so prestigious compared to the Olympic Games, the World Series of Beach Volleyball in July, and it's just a huge platform for me to grow my brand as an athlete, which I want to do, and to grow my sport, which I love with all my heart.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job so far.
Thank you.
And I'm really curious to see what the next phase looks like for you.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be hard, and but I don't mind hard. I'm a worker.
I kind of want to see your vision board now.
Yeah? Come on over.
I think I'm going to.
I live down the street.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure, Amanda. Thank you, guys. I'm honored to be here.